I now want to share with you quick wins in relation to movement. So as part of the Built to Thrive phase 1, discovery phase, this is about starting with where you're at, layering things on top of that and progressing gradually, right? Like baby steps. And ultimately, we want you to move and strengthen your body so it is feeling energized, it is feeling fitter, healthier, it's feeling stronger, right? These are things that we want you to feel. And what I'm going to share within this are things that you can implement from today, from day one. And this is why I am sharing this as the first bit of like communication in this onboarding process. I want you making these wins right away, because ultimately that is going to build confidence. It's going to build momentum, which then is going to encourage you and motivate you to do more and see more change, more progress, more wins coming through. So when it comes to training, for us, our approach is not about spending hours in the gym doing, 6 days a week or endless cardio, right? That is overwhelming. It is unsustainable. And to be honest, it is very, counter to what is needed to reach your goal. This is about progressively building on where you are currently at. It's about going from strength to strength. It's about challenging you, but doing it in an achievable way. Because once we do those things, challenge and making it achievable, it just means that you can push yourself, you can feel good about achieving the thing, and then that just builds the momentum forward. Now, the first thing is in relation to movement, in relation to steps. And I'm going to be honest with you here, steps are the most powerful way to lose fat and also build, your cardiovascular system. It is not about endless hours of cardio. It is not about running. It is not about killing yourself in the gym until you're a sort of puddle of sweat on the floor, right? It is about steps. Steps you can do anywhere. You can do them anytime. There is no equipment needed. And generally, they're very low intensity. So you can do them every day. And that is what we are going to be working towards. So from today, from now, I want you to aim for a 25 to 50% increase on your daily steps. So for example, if you are hitting 2,500 steps on average a day, I want you to aim for 5,000. If you're hitting 5,000, I want you to increase to 7,000, 7,500. If you are hitting 7,500, I want you to push that up to 9 or 10,000, right? So you can literally go into the health app on your phone. If you've got an iPhone, you can see it in the background here, right? You've got the health app. Look in that, and that will show you what your average step count is. Now I want you to, from today, look at increasing that by 25 to 50%. Now, if you don't have a step tracker, I want you to simply add a 30-minute dedicated walk within your day. That may be 30 minutes after dinner. That may be 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the daytime, 10 minutes in the evening. But make extra time for that. I want you to dedicate time to that. And you can't tell me there's not 30 minutes in your day over the whole course of the day that you can't accumulate 30 minutes. Okay? So step more. Let's build up those steps. And this is all going to be part of your healthy, active lifestyle, right? It's about being intentional. So if you are in the gym, I want you to walk to warm up or cool down, park your car a little bit further, even if it is hot. Start early in the day so it's easier to accumulate these steps. Convenience is key. So do you need a walking pad at home or in the office, somewhere where you are working, but also accumulating steps and moving? Stack activities onto your walks. Maybe do a little bit of retail therapy as you go around the mall. Choose the longer route instead of the shorter route. Kill time with walking, right? If you're waiting for something in the house, at the office, whatever it might be, pace up and down, move. And lastly, another great one is walk and talk. So whether that is walking meetings, whether that's just being on the phone and, not just being sat, these things very quickly increase your step count. Now, the movement assessment, this is something that will be within your app now, okay? So this is how we understand how you move, your ability, any areas of weakness or imbalance that we need to work on. So literally here, it's in your app under the coaching section. Select the day, select the workout, and then literally press start, and you'll be able to see the video demonstrations and what is required of you from this. After this, I will then create your training program and talk you through that, okay? Now, as I mentioned, the movement assessment is done, the training program is shared with you, and ultimately, I want you to prioritize your strength training. So we would have worked up 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, depending on what you have felt is possible. So now you will be the owner of your training. If you are scheduled for 3 sessions a week, I don't mind when you do them, as long as you get those 3 sessions in a week. I want you to build consistency within working out and completing all the allocated sessions each week. I will also be sharing with you a training principles video, which is going to give you all the key information around when to increase weights, what weights to use to start with, all this kind of stuff. So make sure you watch that when I share your program with you. And lastly, I want you to think about movement beyond the gym, whether that is housework, running errands, mobility, whether that is active recovery, or maybe you're doing things like Pilates or yoga or any other sort of exercise that counts to you moving, right? Ultimately, we want you to live a healthy, active lifestyle. And going to the gym only 3 days a week is not really sufficient. That is why we look at steps. That is why we bring other things in to make sure that you are moving more, using your muscles, elevating your heart rate, because all of this ultimately leads to a stronger, fitter, healthier, more energized body. And so these things, they may seem small, right? They may seem simple. Steps, whatever. Like, these things are the things that are going to transform you. So you are here because you trust us. We are giving you the quick wins that you should be implementing from today, okay? So for example, literally get up and go accumulate some steps. It is that simple. And I guarantee after doing this for a few days, and when we do have our follow-up lock and load call, you are going to be feeling so much better than obviously, before starting. If you've got any questions on this, please do shout. But remember, like, small actions, small daily actions, they accumulate, they compound. So whether that is looking after your water, your protein, getting rid of the junk, accumulating steps, starting your strength training, doing all of these things, they compound, and you'll be amazed at the change that you can feel within the first few days and the first week. So yes, any questions, just shout. I'm here, and best of luck.